Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful crunchy chinchin recipe. If you want to see how I made it, let's get started. Here I have some all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, I have the eggs. I'll be using some nutmeg. If you don't have nutmeg, please use cinnamon. I have salt, I have water and evaporated milk. All of these are at room temperature. I'll start by sifting my flour with the rest of the dry ingredients. Don't worry, I'll list all of the measurements in the description box as always. It is important to sift the flour with the rest of the ingredients. That way you can see if there is any dirt in the flour and the big clumps of flour will be broken down. If you don't find any dirt, simply pour everything back in. In this case, what is left in the sift is this ground nutmeg, so I'll just pour it back in. Now I'm going to mix it up using a whisk so everything can be well combined. I'll go in with the butter and begin to mix it up with my hands. Both hands actually, until it becomes nice and crumbly. Please don't attempt to use butter straight out of the fridge for this, or else you will not leave there. You need the butter to be at room temperature. So if it's cold where you are, bring it out days before to help it soften. Then I'll make a well in the flour mixture and then add in my 2 cracked eggs. I'm using large eggs, by the way. Then I'll add the water. I'll be using equal parts water and equal parts milk. If you don't want to use water, simply use milk, but it'll be too much because this is evaporated milk, not the normal milk. So I'll add a bit of vanilla, just about half a teaspoon. The vanilla is not compulsory. You don't have to use it if you don't have it, but I just want the flavor. So I'll continue to mix this up until it becomes a dough. Once it comes together nicely, I'll transfer it to a work surface to help me knead it for about 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want to over knead this because it's not bread, it's chinchin. If you over knead it, you'll work the gluten and then your chinchin will be super hard instead of crunchy. If you are still watching this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe. Share it so that your friends can see and learn how to make the best Nigerian chinchin. Once it comes together nicely, I'll transfer it into a bowl and then cover it with a cling film. I'm covering with a cling film because I don't want it to dry out on the surface. This particular step is very important. This will help your dough stay together and not crumble up in the oil. After 25 minutes, I'll take it out of the bowl and then transfer it to the work surface. I'll cut it in half and then work with the half. Now, this is the stage where you determine how crunchy or soft you want your chinchin. I usually like my chinchin somewhere in between, not super crunchy and not so soft. So I will not be rolling it out super thinly. I'll dust the rolling pin with a bit of flour. This is just so it doesn't stick to the dough. Then I'll roll it out until it becomes nice and flattened like so. Like I said, if you want it super crunchy, then you need to flatten it out more than this. So I'll be using my pizza cutter to roll it out. If you don't have a pizza cutter, please get one. It just makes cutting your chinchin easy. I'll first cut them in rows and then cut them in columns. This is the stage where you determine how fat or tiny you want your chinchin because it'll double in size once it hits the hot oil. The reason I'm sprinkling flour over this is just so they don't stick together. I'm going to cut them all down, and if I don't sprinkle the flour, it'll stick together. So please sprinkle flour but be gentle with it. You don't want to overdo it or else your oil will foam too quickly. Flour causes the oil to foam, so please do this with a bit of wisdom. I'll fluff them all out, that is removing everyone that has already stuck together. Now I have my oil nicely hot. I'll test the oil with one chin, and as you can see, it is hot enough, so I'll go in with a little batch of chin. Please don't overcrowd your oil, because like I said, this doubles in size and it will not fry if you overdo it. This frying stage takes about 6 to 8 minutes. Please keep your eye on it. If you don't stay with your chin, it'll burn. So you want to keep stirring it together like so they fry evenly and then they don't stick together. If you have not liked this video yet, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. Please help other people see my videos, okay? Can you see how it has doubled in size? So if you overcrowd the oil just because you feel like there's a lot of space, it will be too much and then soak your oil. So this is how I like my chin. Once it comes down, it darkens in color further, so I like it bright like so. I'll take it out. If you want it extra crunchy, please fry it for about a minute more, but for me this is just perfect. I'll let it cool down so it can harden up, because at this stage it's going to be really crumbly. Once you let it cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes, it will harden up. And after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or when you touch it and you see that it is no longer hot, please, if you want, seal it or transfer it to an airtight container like this, because if you leave it open, it will remain soft and you would really not like it. You know how those soft old biscuits feel like? That is what it'll be like, and you don't want that. So I'll cover this in airtight containers. As you can see here, we have come to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, and see you in my next video.